more about American culture. Today, let's talk about COVID greetings in America with your hands. How to handshake in America during COVID times. This is what you will see. You need to understand how to do this, and I will teach you in this episode so you are ready. Let's get started right after this word from Soda.
今日のエピソードでは英語圏である西欧諸国における特定の社会的状況についての重要なソーシャルイングリッシュのヒントをお教えします。アメリカ、カナダ、イギリス、その他の英語圏の国で実際に使えるように英会話のスキルアップに焦点を当てた社会的状況に関する大事なヒントを聞きながら学んでいきます。
Everybody, Percy here from the Social English Podcast. I am so glad that you are able to join me today. Thank you for listening. First, if you did not listen, please listen to the Christmas episode where I talk about 12 American movies in English that you should learn to help you understand English culture, practice listening to real English, and give you a conversation starter. Okay, now today's episode, we are going to talk about the new way to shake hands, and I will teach you the new way to shake hands in America. So, I'm not sure what happens in other countries, but this is what happens here. So, first, let's really think about cultures. And I think you'll understand more about the culture in my country, America, when you do get a chance or to prepare yourself to visit America. So here's the thing. In many countries, there are many customs when greeting someone. Let's talk about greeting someone without words. In English, this is called non-verbally. Non-verbally. Meaning not using words, without words, or using no words. We will use our bodies. Physical communication. This is done around the world. In Japan, people bow to each other. In France, a kiss is given on both cheeks. People even touch noses as a greeting in New Zealand. I have a question for you. How about in America, the United States? In my country, America, people greet each other with a handshake or a hug. Things have changed now because of, can you guess? That's right, because of COVID. First, let's talk about who you will greet in different ways. For a stranger, you would just hold out your hand for a handshake. Or for a friend, or family member, or family of a friend. And really listen to this. This is important. They may greet you with a handshake, or a big hug. So, I want you to not be nervous if this happens. If a big American person comes to you and hugs you, it is just the culture. So be ready. Okay, now let's talk about the change. What has changed? Now we're in a pandemic, COVID-19, but people still greet each other non-verbally, without words. Even now in COVID times. It's called the COVID handshake. You bend your arm at the elbow and then bring it to the other person's elbow. You will just a little bit, slightly, just a little touch or bump the other person's elbow for about 2 seconds. You touch the other person's elbow for 2 seconds. That is it. That is the COVID handshake. Now, right now, I want you to try it. Yes, you, my listener, right now, bend your arm. Raise your elbow up and touch the elbow of your avatar, your perfect conversational partner. See? Wasn't that fun? Right? All right.
このショーを気に入っていただけたら5つ星のレビューをぜひお願いします。コメントは英語か日本語でお書きいただければ喜んで読ませていただきます。リアルソーシャルイングリッシュ .com にアクセスしてぜひ無料でダウンロードしてください。ほとんどの日本人の英語を勉強している人がやってしまいがちな7つの間違いとその正しい言い方。また、毎日英語を上達させるのに役立つ資料もたくさんあります。Apple Podcast、 Google ポッドキャスト、Stitcher、そして今はパンドラでもポッドキャストを購読いただけます。支援者になっていただけませんか？私たちがこのショーを作るための支援として$5の寄付をお願いできませんか？今後のエピソードで感謝の気持ちをお伝えします。また、そこでしか利用できない新しいコンテンツも入手できます。patreon.com/socialenglish からご参加ください。ソーシャルメディアで私たちのポッドキャストを友達にシェアしたり、Twitter、Facebook、Instagram のフォローをお願いします。
And there you have it. How to greet someone safely in America during COVID. You can try this with your Japanese friends. Just teach them and touch the elbows. You can tell them you learned that from the Social English Podcast and ask them to subscribe. Okay, don't forget to visit and support us on Patreon by buying us a cup of coffee with $5 US donation. Well, if you do that, I will greet you on the end of a show, and I will personally thank you. I will see you next time in our next great episode of the Social English Podcast, and we're going to learn how to help someone fix their English because another listener asked me to help with their English. On next episode, it is an English repair shop episode. Don't miss it. Learn some social English a little bit every single day. I will see you next time. Peace and love.
今日は楽しい時間をありがとうございました。ぜひ私たちのウェブサイト realsocialenglish.com を訪問して日本語訳と役立つ情報を手に入れてください。また次回お会いしましょう。バイバイ。See you next time. Bye bye.